clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get. Even if I ever did the minimum, all in the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. On the move to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, come on.
Jackson from the shotgun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Like 56.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on second down. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. You think you're going to get this?
Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Passing, it's Dalton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own zone.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Motion.
Here you go, 368.
To throw here, Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Tim Williams. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Dalton now to pass. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And Dalton to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down.
But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Had a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 43.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Guys up. 318.
Back.
Nice. Guys up.
Dalton here from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Give me some. Here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 26. Check 26. Check 13. Check 13. Tighten up. Go. Alert 3.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You gonna see me and you like that?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's complete right side to Benjamin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Ravens on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Chopper! 93, 52,
So Dalton now. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Get out the field, defense.
Go!
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Dalton. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 66 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5. As he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Throwing, Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hands up! Lead! Here you go, can! Plays up!
You can't block me!
Over here, plays up!
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Here's Dalton. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzama. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. This will be Dalton again. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good. Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 45 the ball.
Now Jackson to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they run with Mixon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Move! Hey, exit!
From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton flushed out right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Benjamin. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 41, Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Single slot.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals 34-yard line.
Check, 45 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? 45.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Better bring it. You better bluff off. I'm letting you know right now. Alert flare.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 38 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get... And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What what could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
24 is the mark. I'm scared. 24 is the mark. Alpha. For this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Forced out to his left. And Green with a catch left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere. But credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall that you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
To throw here, Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 45. Here we go, here we go. Check, 45's the Mike. Check, 45's the Mike. Come off the ball hard.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch the shift. Watch twist. Go. Twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 50.
Yeah.
Watch the edge.
Same on.
Rush in. Rush in.
Come on.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Miles Boykin, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Haywood.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Got to do better.
First and 10.
Come on, Kirby, come on.
20-yard
Check
line.
24. Check. Let's go. Try ball. Short. 45. Mike, 45.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Check. Lucky.
Lucky.
Under crunch.
Orbit. Shut up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Yeah, and it feel like